Questions like this one have haunted Bill Curry since he was named Alabama's head coach in January. But right now, the Crimson Tide seem to have all the answers. Last week, they ended the nation's longest winning streak, defeating national champion Penn State 24-13. Tailback Bobby Humphrey emerged as a contender for the Heisman Trophy, blasting through the Nittany Lion defense for 220 yards. When we last left Kerwin Bell, he had fallen from Heisman hopeful to hurricane victim, suffering from a separated shoulder and the painful memories of a 31-4 loss to Miami. But last week, the Gators blew away the Tulsa Hurricane 52-0. Is the Florida offense flying again, or will they encounter a crimson case of the Birmingham Blues? You're looking live at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, awaiting a game that could be dubbed the Answer Bowl. Both teams can point to positive performances a week ago, but the true test comes today as 13th-ranked Alabama takes on the Florida Gators. This is Bob Neal along with Tim Foley at Legion Field in Birmingham, and everybody's talking about two players in this game specifically. Kerwin Bell for Florida, Bobby Humphrey for Alabama. Kerwin Bell, a Heisman hopeful who was off to kind of a shaky start, frankly, but Bobby Humphrey popped onto the national charts last week with his great 220-yard performance against Penn State, and they're two players we'll be talking about a lot today.
No question about it, and Kerwin Bell over the last 3 years has proved himself to be one of the most effective passers in the country. Unfortunately, he finds himself in his senior year, a critical year when it comes to Heisman, with a group of inexperienced wide receivers, and that's created a real problem for him.
Bobby Humphrey, who does he remind you of?
You know, he looks to me like, and, you have to have a better memory when you're talking to somebody that's almost 40, but he looks to me like O.J. Simpson. He's not real big, not real powerful, but you rarely see anybody getting a clean shot at him. Great vision and good quickness.
It's the conference opener for both teams. We'll be back to talk about the specific matchups in just a moment, but right now, back to our studio for the Insiders Report. Sports presentation of SEC football. Legion Field, Birmingham, Alabama. On the side of Legion Field, it says, "Welcome to the football capital of the South." Well, it's the first time in 56 years since Florida has been welcomed here, and they're only welcomed by a few of the contingent of Florida fans who have come here. The University of Florida and Alabama in their Southeastern Conference opener. The University of Alabama Crimson Tide, Bill Curry, and a new coaching staff. Alabama had a lot of people questioning Curry as the head coach. But right now, the questioners have been quieted thanks to the big win over Penn State last week. The Crimson Tide, with a record of 2-0, they've been picked anywhere from 3rd to 7th in the SEC. Bill Curry says it all starts today. Our number one goal is, as it has been at Alabama all along, to win the Southeastern Conference Championship, and the rest of the season will take care of itself. Today, they've got to beat the Florida Gators. Florida lost big to Miami, crushed Tulsa. Florida is a team suffering from the probation. Only 79 scholarship players instead of 95. Galen Hall likes this team. He says it'll get better as the season goes along, and today's the day that Florida has to start getting better. We talk about Kerwin Bell. It's Kerwin Bell this, Kerwin Bell that, but there must be more to the Florida offense.
There has to be more to the Florida offense this afternoon. And they've got to have to run the ball against Alabama and look for their little bombshell with the football, Emmitt Smith, to do some damage. They've also got a freshman fullback, Willie McGrady, who will play on both sides of the ball, a true freshman. If Florida's successful this afternoon, a lot of folks will be talking about those two fellas after this game.
I think I joined a lot of people being a little surprised at how good Alabama's defense was against Penn State last week. How good is this defense?
Well, one thing that Ray Perkins did a lot of things well, but one thing he did well was recruit. They've got good talent here at Alabama, And Don Lindsay, the defensive coordinator, is a magician. He's got them working well together. They're inexperienced, but they're energetic, enthusiastic, and they're well taught.
Alabama offense. Bobby Humphrey left, Bobby Humphrey right, Bobby Humphrey up the middle.
That's what you can expect. A counter punch, Bo Wright, Doug Allen, a little play pass on first down mixed in.
I was surprised that Florida's defense wasn't better. How good are they?
Florida's defense is excellent. They've been put in bad positions by their offense in terms of turnovers, but they've only given up 95 yards rushing the ball this year, and so it's going to be a real head-to-header.
We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. You're watching Southeastern Conference football on the Turner Broadcasting System. Take a look at the offense for the University of Florida. Kerwin Bell will be keying things at quarterback. Emmitt Smith, he's the first freshman to start in the backfield for the University of Florida since Tony Green back in 1974. True freshman. Anthony Williams at the fullback spot. Tony Lomax, Simmons, Odom. Those receivers have a heavy job to do today. David Williams, their best offensive lineman. Richard Starweski has started over there on the right side because he played so well after that Miami game and replaced Charlie Wright in the starting position. But it's all by number 18, Lorenzo Ward. Now let's look at the Alabama defensive unit. This defensive line, some people think they're a small defensive line. Tim will talk about that in just a second. They were very effective against Penn State. As you can see, a young man is down on the field. We'll check that out and report to you about that in a moment. Derek Thomas, the best linebacker, but they're all pretty good. Randy Rockwell and Thomas on the outside, Shepard and Gilbert in the middle, and an inexperienced secondary, particularly Gene Jelks, the former running back, who is playing his first year at the cornerback position. Is okay, may have had his bell rung. Might have been very groggy there for a second, and that's a big question until they can get him awake and walking, and he looks to be okay. Alabama making its 100th television appearance. First one was back in 1951, and Tim, I want to take just a moment to say something about one of the broadcasters on that team. That was Mel Allen and Lindsey Nelson. Lindsey Nelson is watching today in Knoxville, Tennessee, and Lindsey, you've been an inspiration to a lot of us. When I think back, it was 100 television appearances ago in 51 when Lindsey worked with Mel Allen on that telecast. Line of scrimmage, first down 10, Florida. Here's Emmitt Smith. Gets past the 40-yard line, a gain of about 3 or 4 from the true freshman Emmitt Smith. Anthony Smith making the stop. Emmitt is a relatively small guy, 5'10", 200 pounds, from Pensacola, Florida.
Into some lines, but they're good size. They've got good strength and quickness, an effective front.
Third down 5 from the 42. Bell, shovel pass, Emmitt Smith. Can he turn the corner? First down, Florida.
Here you see it here. It's almost like a draw play. They get a trap inside. They just let Derek Thomas fight upfield. Gilbert can't get there in time, and here comes Kermit Kendrick. Did that very effective last week against Penn State, but he just couldn't get his head in front. Oh, no.
That is Kermit Kendrick, who's being helped off the sideline. The man who made the Smith, number 9, is in there for Alabama now. First down 10, Florida. Emmitt Smith, first down up the middle.
Just watch that Florida. Bob Sims, number 77. Starweski getting a good block there, and Emmitt Smith pops it. That quickness, it's acceleration at the hole.
From the 38 of Alabama. Emmitt Smith. At about 4 that time. Third down 5 Gators. Big conversion situation here from the Alabama 34. Bell, first pass of the day. Good protection. Got a man wide open. He overthrew him by a mile. 82, Walter Odom was open down about the 10-yard line, and Bell missed it.
Too much air there, but I'm sure Rockwell made Bell nervous.
51-yard field goal attempt by McGinney. Can it get there? No! McGinney misses the 51-yarder. Florida's drive stalls when Bell overthrows Odom. 11:43 to go in the first quarter. You're watching SEC football on the Turner Broadcasting System. Humphrey's in the center of things in the backfield for Alabama, but David Smith is the quarterback, a junior from Gadsden. Smith is 20 of 35, has thrown 2 touchdown passes, and maybe more importantly, no interceptions. Let's look at the Florida defense. I think this is a very solid defensive line. Rondi Weston, Henry Brown, and Jeff Roth, a very good nose guard. Clifford Charlton, excellent pass rusher, and I said Jeff Reuter is playing in place of the injured Jason Lambert, who has bad knees. Jarvis Williams, the leader back there in the secondary. On second down 7 from the 37. Whitehurst in motion. Humphrey. Terry Watkins missed and got back up, and they're going to throw him for a loss. Excellent penetration by Florida.
To get up into the fight. A little shifting going on here. Terry sees the toss. They're going to turn that play in right now. They're going to make Humphrey make a decision. They don't want him to stretch that out at all. All it does is create more seams.
Let's see if Florida pins back their ears and comes after David Smith. Charlton, good block, stop him. Smith over the middle. It's complete, short of the first down at the 36-yard line. It was complete to Howard Cross, the tight end. Alabama will have to give up the football. Then comes the punter, Chris Moore.
Offense will motion a flanker. He does the same thing with Derek Thomas. Tries to hide him so he gets free.
3 from the 25. Good pressure on Bell. Throws it out. There is no penalty flag. In the Miami game, Bell, under the same kind of situation, unloaded it and got called for intentional grounding. Alabama coach Bill Curry says Bobby Humphrey does it all. He says after getting 220 yards last week against Penn State, he also helped him put his luggage on the bus. The 47, Alabama with good field position following the 28-yard punt. That was battle in motion. David Smith. The left-hander completes the pass to the 39-yard line, and it was Marco Battle who made the reception. He's just back into the Alabama lineup after having a sore shoulder, the sophomore from Phoenix City, Alabama. And Smith ready to scene. First down from the 38 of Florida. Best field position of the day for Alabama. Bobby Humphrey gets a block, gets outside, gets out of bounds at the 36. Puts it right into motion, fullback. Humphrey, the lead block. Good penetration. Humphrey made a miss. To the 21-yard line, you are watching a great running back in Bobby Humphrey.
Get the fullback in motion. Get a mismatch. Nothing home there. Now watch in a second. Watch in a second. There he is, number 13, David Smith. And you mentioned Mike Shula. David Smith is that type of player. He just does everything it takes to win. Got a block. And as Humphrey reverses field on his own.
3rd and 7 from the 17. Got to tuck it. Almost intercepted. Oliver just dropped it. Number 18 had it. He'll be sorry about that because Alabama has an opportunity now to put some points on the board. They were looking for Bobby Humphrey. Wishes
he had that one back.
Doyle for a 36-yard field goal attempt. He sure got all the leg into that. Alabama takes the lead, 3-0. On the 36-yard field goal from freshman Philip Doyle. Yeah. On the second down, a play fake. Good pressure. It is complete to Odom at the 39. He lost a couple of yards, but got the first down. And the pass rush was all over Kerwin Bell, but this
play pass here, they're running the tight end on about 12 yards square out, trying to stick it in between the linebacker and the safety. Odom makes the catch, and Bell took quite a shot. Tommy Cole is down on the field last year and early on this year. What happens is you begin to expect the pressure. Instead of expecting the protection, you expect to have to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
And he keeps looking at these kind of situations. 3rd down 9 from the 40. A lot of time. Receivers out there. It's underthrown. It's intercepted. That is Gene Jelks, the speed merchant. If he gets outside, he gets out of bounds at the 32. Gene Jelks for the 40. Battle in motion for the Crimson Tide. And Florida has another turnover. Bobby Humphrey battling, twisting, getting about 3 where they're.
And oftentimes you can slide through there unmolested.
2nd down 7 from the 35. Give it to goal right, number 40. The fullback that rotates. Expecting rain today. It's not raining now. Humphrey, lead 3, falls down, doesn't get it. Slipped on the turf. Penalty flag is down at the line of scrimmage.
Battle to add another blocker over there.
There are the list of officials from the Southeastern Conference today. The fellows who do such a good job game in and game out.
On the red team, and it's declined. Got 4th down.
1st and 10 from the 21. Gators trail 3-0. Emmitt Smith stays on his feet for about 6 yards after looking like he was going down at about the 21. The 27. Emmitt Smith again. Not much there. He's a couple of yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short, however. 3rd and 2, Gators. Smith Big hole. Can't get it all the way outside, but he picks up the first down to the 38-yard line. Gene Jelks made the tackle, and Smith has 41 yards on 8 carries in this first quarter.
That's those wide receivers have to hustle down there and make contact with defensive back.
Willie McGrady, the fullback. Look at him drive. He weighs 250 pounds. Oh, he's an offensive guard, defensive guard, and a fullback.
Make the mistakes. Let's go out there and have fun. Let's go out there and participate. Make some plays.
Now again, 8 yards on first down. They're in that good second down situation. 2nd and 2, Emmitt Smith. First down. Emmitt Smith gets it near the 40-yard line. Another first down. And
nice job of block. Look at McGrady. What a block by McGrady. Nice job on Thomas Raham, and then it's up to Smith. Todd Richardson wraps him up.
Remember John L. Williams and Neil Anderson. Remember how good they were. 1st and 10 from the 42. Smith. Oh, my. First down to the 30. Emmitt Smith. His 10th carry of this game.
He got the things Bill Curry had to be concerned about as you watch Emmitt Smith do it again is he beat a Penn State football team that's highly regarded, but Penn State is down this year. Especially
65 yards in this game, Tim Foley, but the other freshman's making his name known also.
We're going to show you that play again where he blocked on Raham, and Raham weighs 280 pounds. This Willie McGrady's got a load behind him. That time he walls off Randy Rockwell, and he's just been doing an excellent job.
Third quarter, Alabama leading 3-0. Gators ball, 1st and 10, outside the 30-yard line of the Crimson Tide. Emmitt Smith for his 11th carry. Look at the blocking. Look at the running to the 11-yard line. Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt better take this rascal out to dinner. He's going to get 2 of them here. Watch McGrady right there. He gets the block on Gilbert. Cuts back inside. Now McGrady, he's going to get another one. Gene Jelks.
Galen Hall drools when he talks about Emmitt Smith and Willie McGrady. PS cameraman almost had an interception down there. Nice shot. 3rd down 8 from the 9-yard line. Bill. Tried to hit Tony Lomack coming across the middle. I think Lomack should have caught that one. It's going to be a field goal opportunity for Florida.
Tried to hit the quick max in front of the Alabama defender.
Florida has tied this game. It's 3-3 with 13:44 remaining in the second quarter as Robert McGinney, the senior from Neptune Beach, Florida, hits a 26-yard field goal. You're down 3 from the 30. Often a problem with a new center. Quarterback extreme. Pitch to Humphrey. Gets the first down. What acceleration. Lewis Oliver rides him down. Humphrey gets 13. You're just waiting for Bobby Humphrey to explode every time he touches it.
Or is that a sexist statement? Can we get letters on that?
You're getting a letter, and that was Tim Foley, F-O-L-E-Y. I'll give him an address and your zip code in a moment. Mike Zuga dislocated his elbow. Probably won't be back. Kerry Good with the carry. Got about 10 yards. Close to the first down marker and out of bounds. You hear
Kerry Good was one of his childhood heroes.
On the 1st and 10, David Smith on a nice decision with the option. David decided to keep it, turn it upfield, and he gets to the 40. Jarvis Williams with the stop. 7. So Alabama's in that place they like to be. This is a dangerous spot for a touchdown pass if they decide to throw it to 40. They give it to Good. Big hit by number 40, Gerald Dickens. Ignited you a time or two. Is that the word, ignited you? Set you on fire? On 32, Humphrey! Oh, he popped open in a tiny seam to the 27-yard line. Hauled down by Jarvis Williams, a gain of 12. Bobby Humphrey. 10 from the 28. Tie game, 3-3. 7:06 to go. Second quarter. Smith, good time to throw. Now flushed out of the pockets and down. He couldn't find anybody. Excellent defensive coverage by the secondary of Florida. First down success. That time a loss at 2nd and 14. Humphrey in motion. Charlton with the rush. Good block, though. They're going to get Smith. The man who came up to get him was 96 Roth. He was flushed a bit by Charlton from the outside, and Jeff Roth right up the middle to sack Smith. Back that can hurt him sometimes. Comes playing in pain, but he's a good one. 3rd and 19 from 37. Smith. It was intended for 6. Greg Payne.
With him knocking through a 58-yarder, he's got the leg for it.
They have two very good freshmen. Philip Doyle is a true freshman. Another one, redshirt Alan Ward, can kick well, too, replacing Van.
Drop the snap.
Drops the ball. It booted out of bounds. The holder with the ball was Larry Abney, a backup quarterback senior. When he couldn't handle it, he tried to run out of bounds. It did get out of bounds, but that's going to be good field position at the 48-yard line for the Gators.
One of the problems of artificial turf, Bob, is as the ball gets wet, it gets that kind of slimy stuff on it that doesn't come from...
That looks slimy.
From God's green grass, and nice job of just knocking that thing out of bounds. It's been a couple of years, but I think there's one way to find out, Bob.
We may be seeing it today. Here's carry 13. No problem so far. Fumble! Alabama ball! At the 43-yard line, Kermit Kendrick fell on it. A -3 in the giveaway takeaway category.
Sprint draw, which is working well for him. Nice job of blocking up front. Creates the gap. Mangum knocks it out. And that's going to happen. Watch John Mangum get his head on the ball. And there he is, Mr. Opportunistic.
At the 46-yard line. Emmitt Smith. Shows very good quickness as Smith runs for the first down. Said on Florida Athletic Director Bill Arnspark. Actually, we're kidding. Said he would like to have it. But athletic directors don't do that. 2nd and 12, Humphrey. Big tackle by Lewis Oliver. You could see Humphrey about to slide it outside and turn on the afterburners. The 5th tackle in this ball game for Florida's fine free safety.
Just skill running. That's all it is. You see a nice job by Bo Wright. Now Lewis Oliver wrap him up.
Williams down, but Oliver has been playing very well.
And he's in that situation to make the play.
3rd and 6 from the 47. Pressure on Smith. They're all over him back at the 35-yard line. 56 is Clifford Charlton. This activity happened prior to the ball game in front of the stadium here at Legion Field, the unveiling of the memorial to the Bear. Listened to a radio talk show last night, Tim, and you hear the Alabama folks talking about Bear Bryant. Well, I guess I've always known it, but you realize it when you're here in the state. Florida, 1st and 10 from the 15. Emmitt Smith in the backfield, penalty markers down. That brings the Alabama crowd to their feet. From the Gator 10, it's tied at 3, 4:55 to go in the 2nd quarter. Complete to number 20, Tony Lomack. Out to the 19-yard line. Odom has caught the ball, but the wide receivers have not caught one until then. 3rd and 5 from the 20. Complete to Stacy Simmons for the 1st down. Under tremendous pressure, Kerwin Bell taking a punishment, taking a beating.
Get the ball to the wide receivers in a situation where they can run because they've got great after-the-catch ability.
Out to the 36-yard line comes Emmitt Smith. That 8-yard gain didn't look like much.
Curry, that's easy. Think he's got any intensity?
Always looks like a jet fighter pilot to me. Top gun. 2nd down, 2 for the 36. Smith gets the 1st down. Near the 40-yard line.
Hall has coached great wins at Oklahoma. Been a part of coaching great wins at Florida.
2nd down, 8 from the 41. Good blocking that time. Bell. It's complete to Ernie Mills to the 9-yard line. The freshman from Dunellen, Florida, on the receiving end of a Kerwin Bell pass of 50 yards, reminiscent of the Kerwin Bell of his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd year.
Lead man here. The tight end, Walter Odom, has trouble getting away from the linebacker. He sees Odom's not free, and he decides to uncork one. Kermit Kendrick's in great shape. He just loses the ball at the last moment, and Mills comes up with the play. Last time in this situation, they tried to get it to Willie McGrady. I think they'll run it. Well, they get their flanker line in a lot closer, Bob.
Mills in motion. Emmitt Smith. Popping it to the outside, getting it to the 5. I'm a little surprised that Willie McGrady's not blocking in there. They have either Cedric Smith or Anthony Williams in previously. See Anthony Williams in there now.
Anthony Williams in there now. He catches the ball well.
Split back formation. They're out of the eye. 3rd and goal. Incomplete. Ernie Mills just dropped it.
On the ball, it should have been 6.
Robert McGinney gets the 26-yard field goal, and Florida has taken a lead 6-3 with 48 seconds remaining in the first half. You're watching SEC football on the Turner Broadcasting System. In the first half of this game is history. It's been a beauty. An old-fashioned rock'em sock'em Southeastern Conference slugfest from Legion Field. Back with our halftime show right after this. There are the Alka-Seltzer Plus halftime statistics, and those are those total yards we're talking about, 213 to 73. Florida also has had the ball a little bit more than Alabama. And Florida did say, Tim, that they thought that ball control was going to be necessary for them to hang in this ball.
Right, they'd like to keep the
2nd down, 6, we'll call it, from the 24. Play fake. Smith with the option. Here comes Humphrey. Played very well. Kerry Watkins, number 4, upending Bobby Humphrey. 5 from the 25. Incomplete, trying to get it to the fullback, 46 dug out.
They haven't needed it yet.
Emmitt Smith is wide. Bell throws a first down pass. It's intercepted by Lee Osmond. Bell with his 2nd interception today, his 6th interception on the year. Down pass of the game, as Tim was pointing out to you, that's intercepted for Florida. 1st and 10 Alabama at the 48 of the Gators. Big turnover. Smith to reverse Pierre Good. He's got a blocking wall. To the 9-yard line, tackled by Lewis Oliver. Pierre Good, the sophomore brother of Kerry Good. 38 yards on the reverse.
We get a nice on Kerry Good here. Now, one of the things about Florida is they pursue with a vengeance, and they get caught on it this time. This wall was set up. There was nobody close. A good crackback block by the linebacker. Goes down there to the 10-yard line. Big
Stafford to the left side. Incomplete. They were trying to find Angelo Stafford. Oliver with the coverage. After having it 1st down goal.
for success.
Very happy to Holder. He had trouble handling it earlier. Doyle. There's no problems with this one. This game is knotted at 6 with 10:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Florida dodged a bullet there. Alabama was knocking on the door. You're watching SEC football on the Turner Broadcasting System.
Football team here.
3rd down, 8, Alabama. Double tight ends this time. Only one split in with Whitehurst. Humphrey and Bo Wright in the backfield. Wright. Big hole. What a run by Wright. The senior from Pritchard, Alabama, gets 19 yards on the quick opener. 1st and 10 from the 38.5-yard line. Humphrey hit in the backfield. Clifford Charlton met him, 56. 2nd down, 12 from the 37. All over Smith again. Down he goes, and it was Rondi Weston who had been shaken up earlier. Is he okay? Yes. 5 quarterback sacks today for Florida's defense. 3rd and 22 from the 27. This time Smith has time. Tried to get it to Battle, threw it low. Marco could not catch it. And Bama will punt again. In this half, Bobby Humphrey has only 8 yards in 4 carries. It's 4th and 22. More. Averaging 44 yards a punt today. And that's Tony Lomack. Catches it at the 32. There's a penalty marker down back at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul against the red team on the run back, 15 yards. Headed on.
That's going to be added on after the play. 8:15. Auburn and Tennessee next week from Knoxville. Emmitt Smith. All the way to the 29-yard line. Gene Jelks hold him out of bounds. 22 yards for Emmitt Smith.
You bet. Watch 77 Sims. Gets a good block on Gilbert. Emmitt says, Willie, I'm right behind you, man. That's pretty good protection right there. Jelks hangs on for dear life, and the rest is about a bounds.
This game tied at 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third. Alabama was there. They faked the pitch to Emmitt Smith, gave to fullback Willie McGrady, number 38, Florida. They've got another couple of great ones here. Here's Smith leading the way. McGrady. Smith's gone. Touchdown, Florida.
Again, a fine job of blocking. See, Gilbert blitzes to the outside. It looks like one of the Bama players went the wrong way, created a scene. And I don't know if you were able to see it, but Kermit Kendrick ran into the official as he tried to get there, and the official took him out of the play.
Florida 13, Alabama 6. 5 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the third. And Emmitt Smith has 169 yards rushing. The total rushing, by the way, for Florida is 180.
Fill every gap. On the top of your screen there, see number 98, Willie Wyatt goes outside. So does Greg Gilbert. They both go outside, which opens up a gap. And there it is. Kermit Kendrick getting knocked off by the official. Nice job of running and a good job of blocking by Florida. Anthony Williams has been a 4-year player for him, so there's some loyalty there. And you don't want to run that guy off and put him on the bench. I mean, he deserves to play.
Huey Richardson, Mitchell Smith, but number 59, Jason Lamberth, doesn't. Richardson, number 90, came shooting in from one side, flushed him out, and Lamberth was there.
On the part of the Florida defense, but obviously, Huey Richardson went unblocked. There's some confusion there. Jason Lamberth.
Personal foul against the center. First down.
Speaker, great choice as the head coach here at Alabama.
Third down. 6 from the 42. Here comes the pressure again. Smith's going to run it out of there. Short of the first down. About a yard or 2 short of the first down. Gerald Dickens with the tackle.
Force Alabama to stop their ground game before they get it in the air. Derek Thomas lined up right over the middle there, Bob.
They hand the ball to 23 Wayne Williams, who gets only a couple. So Florida's got the old men in there now. Junior Wayne Williams and sophomore Cedric Smith.
Around some great running backs at Oklahoma. Steve Owen, Billy Sims, Joe Washington, Peacock, and then again at Florida. So he's used to great running backs, and
25-second play clock is down to 5 seconds, so they're using it all before snapping the ball. Shovel pass, Wayne Williams hitting the backfield, nothing happening. Penalty marker down. 3rd and 3. David Smith finds the hole, gets the first fumble. Florida football.
Remember what the Florida coaches told us. They told us we're going to make them beat us with their quarterback and their fullback. Smith turns upfield. He's got the first down. Looked like he was down to me.
The ground can't cause a fumble, and it looked like it is. Better view here.
Whoa.
I question it.
Yeah.
Remember, the turf can't cause the fumble.
Now, look at Williams. Williams gives him a shot there, but is his knee down? It looked to me like his knee was down. Can you back that up, Skip?
I will say this, on that very slow-mo replay, the official was on it again. Gator football leading 13-6. Play fake, Bell going for a 6. Incomplete. Had his man, Tony Lomack. Beautiful pass by Kerwin Bell. You have to really feel for it. 8 out of 9 on 3rd down conversions, and now a 4th-team receiver in there. Number 1, Ed Frazier with Stacy Simmons. On the draw, Emmitt Smith. First down, Florida. That's what happens when you've got a back rolling as well as Emmitt Smith is today. He gets 11 on that carry. Emmitt Smith. The hole closed up, but it didn't stop Smith from getting about 5.
Exactly. You know, machine gun speed, pop, pop. Not as fluid as an O.J. Simpson. Different style of running.
Lomack in motion. 2nd down, Smith. driving hard, close to, but short of the first down. I think they're going to spot it at about the 19. Third down 1. Looked like Florida moved. I think David Williams may have popped number 73. Looks like a penalty, couldn't convert, had to take the field goal. Now Florida's putting themselves in some problems with penalties. Smith made a miss. He's going to be 2 yards short of the first down to the 20. So Florida is going to send in their place kicker, Robert McGinty, who's going to try one from about 37. It is good. Florida tacks 3 more under their lead. And now ahead of Alabama by 10, 16-6 with 11-11 remaining in this game. Game, 7 rushes, 17 yards, you can see.
Just like when they talk about the Heisman, one of Bill Curry's quotes was that it's an individual award, but it's rewarded to a team player because it's got a lot of team implications. If you don't have the...
And look at the new quarterback. Vince Sutton in there, Tim Foley. And he fumbles the snap, and Florida has it. Vince Sutton comes in, replaces David Smith, has a problem with the exchange from the freshman center who had to replace the injured Mike Zuga, and Mark Murray fell on the ball.
Okay, let me tell you about this. Understand that Florida has said, throw it to Humphrey. We're not going to let him run with the ball. We're going to let him run. I'm going to put Sutton in the game because he can really fly.
Emmitt Smith down to the 17-yard line. There you go, Emmitt Smith. He now holds the record for rushing by a freshman running back in Florida history. And there have been some great ones. You say, what about Neil Anderson? Well, Anderson held the old record
Today, or Emmitt Smith. He's kind of like Malacca Escambia.
Emmitt Smith looking for 200 yards in his second touchdown. Look at the move to the 5. Oh, my, Emmitt Smith. 11 yards on that carry. 209 on the day.
Come up front here. They set up, but the Alabama players choose a side. Sims just runs Gilbert around. They're in a blitz. Willie Wyatt doesn't react back in time to make the play. And
goal from the 5. Mills in motion. Emmitt Smith. They're going to stay with it. Down to the 1.5 yard line. He's tripped up there. Second down goal. I don't know if he can carry it 30 times. How about 32, Coach? Smith trying to get to the corner. Couldn't get there. Looked a little tired, and well, he should be. He did not have that blazing burst of speed, Tim. Emmitt Smith, airborne, touchdown! Point after is good. 23-6. Florida, 7:50 to go in the game. You're watching SEC football on the Turner Broadcasting System.
And he's hugging up those big offensive linemen. A good running back will always spread the spotlight because he knows he can't do it all on his own. Although, Emmitt, you did some of it on your own today.
Alabama trailing 23-6. Here comes Clifford Charlton. He misses Sutton. Incomplete out here for 48 yards. Alabama fans wanted a penalty marker. It was intended for Bo Wright. Alabama will have to give it up with 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the game. And Alabama, euphoria in Tuscaloosa and the state of Alabama this week over the crushing defeat of Penn State. 7 from the 45. Needs a couple of yards to break the all-time rushing record for the Gators. They play fake to him. Everybody goes for it. Bell throws. A great catch by Tony Lomax.
The problem before was he wasn't covered closely enough. They're all over him here. Makes a beautiful catch. Great concentration on the football. Gets it in there between Mike Smith and...
First down 10. Smith. He'll have the record. That'll give him the record. The all-time Gator rushing record for Emmitt Smith on that one.
And there goes Octavius Gould into the game, right?
This will be third down 5. Remember, this is a very good conference. At least 7 or 8 teams in here can beat every other. You're just seeing an example of it today. Octavius Gould gets about a yard. He fumbles it. Alabama has it. It ain't over till it's over. They only 73 yards and 19 carries today. Now Sutton has to tuck it in and run. He's a good runner for a quarterback. Out to the 26, first down for Vince Sutton. Clock down to 4:38. He's struggling against a weak Washington State team. Penn State back with a vengeance today against Cincinnati. Out to the 45-yard line is Bobby Humphrey with a reception, but you're looking at a prevent defense here, so you're probably going to
Give him a little bit more room. Nothing in a hurry.
Sutton. Greg Payne, incomplete. Lewis Oliver is called for the penalty.
Elbow to the head here, and I don't think he necessarily tries to strike him, but it actually looked worse than it was.
Yeah, 3:42 to go in this ball game. Almost picked off. That was Jarvis Williams coming across the top there. Good, and they are pretty good. Second down 10. It's complete and out of bounds at the 17-yard line to Angelo Stafford. Cal State Fullerton a breather, Temple a breather, then Auburn, Georgia, Kentucky, and Florida State. The Gators likewise looking at a meat grinder the rest of the way. Sutton.
All the time.
On third down 6. Complete. Touchdown. Angelo Stafford. Tackle.
Florida defense has only had one touchdown pass thrown on it in the last 35 quarters. Boom. Blades made a catch in the corner of the end zone. Bang. Is that Jarvis Williams or Richard Payne? I could.
First and goal from the 8 now. Sutton rolling. Touchdown, Bo Wright. Vince Sutton. Now, this is not to put down David Smith because Vince Sutton came in a relief role, but he has been throwing the ball like a 30-6. He's 4 for 9 for 56 yards and a touchdown. Kick. Florida trailing by Alabama trailing by 9 now. It's covered by the back 36 Anthony Williams. So I may have said touchdown, by the way, when Bo Wright caught the 2-point conversion, but that's because it's easier to say that than 2-point conversion. Just doesn't sound right. This is in Tennessee. The quarterbacks for those two undefeated SEC powerhouses on 3rd and 8. Emmitt Smith. Can't get outside. Alabama's going to get a chance to get it back with 2 timeouts and quite a bit of time left. Jamie McAndrew, a lot of pressure for the Florida punter. Gets it away. Not a very good punt. Gets a Florida bounce. Everything's going Florida's way today. Look at this ball roll.
Now, I want you to define a good punt.
To the 4-yard. That was a good punt. Alabama trailing by 9. 2:19 to go. Complete to Stafford. Penalty. That was personal foul. You could see that Mulberry grabbed either the helmet, face mask, or some part of the headgear. And, Tim, I've got a question for you. Good. Does Florida, with a victory here today, and I know Alabama doesn't consider it over yet, move into the top 20 in the polls? It's probably over now at the 10-yard line with the clock at 2:01 and counting, and Gators kept it in his hands instead of Bobby Humphrey. Here's Bobby Humphrey. Out of bounds at the 20.
Disadvantage when it comes to the national picture because of the way the media rates the schedule. Doesn't mean anything if the team's good or not. And that's why Penn State can go year after year and not, play 3 tough games a year, but then they got time to recover, get healthy.
That was incomplete. Kerry Good was out of bounds. And with 1:26 to go, Alabama will turn the football over. Florida upsets Alabama 23-14 at Legion Field. And today's Holiday Ends players of the game are Emmitt Smith of Florida. He'll probably be player of the week in the nation unless somebody has an incredible game that we're not expecting. 224 yards. That is a Florida record for rushing in a single game. 39 rushes. That also is a Florida record. He scored 2 touchdowns. And the defensive player of the game for the University of Florida, Jeff Roth. He had 2 sacks, 4 tackles, and led the way in that great Florida defense, stopping the Bobby Humphrey rushing game. Final stats in the ball game. Total yards, Florida 363, Alabama 240. Turnovers, Florida once again having a problem there, but other than that, Florida had no problems today because of that man Emmitt Smith and a great offensive line from Legion Field in Birmingham. Today's SEC football game has been brought to you by Delta Airlines, serving more than 150 cities worldwide.